Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another video. It is a lot earlier than usual. It is currently a Sunday. I am in here. At the moment, it's 8:45. I have 2 leg days. I train legs once a week, but I have 2 leg days.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
How that works is I alternate in between it. Today is one of those days where I have slightly less direct glute work and have more quads and hamstrings. So I'll take you guys through what a typical leg day of mine looks like, because I don't think I filmed a lot of leg days on this channel. First on the agenda, we have some adductors. I'm going to do quite a few warm-up sets because I don't want to tear anything. On to our second exercise, we have single leg lying hamstring curls. We've done our adductors, so by now I normally have a pretty good idea as to how the session will go. Today on adductors, I missed every single working set by 2 reps than usual. It's probably because I'm not used to such a high demanding output this early in the morning. I envision when we get to the later on in the workout where the big movements come, so like the squats, that will probably go even worse. I think that was actually a PB, so I've heard that there's a test where like you basically just make a grip with your fist and squeeze as hard as possible. How hard you can squeeze or how it feels to you, you can get a gauge of how strong you are. Didn't really miss any reps on that one. So maybe it's actually a matter of me not warming up enough for an early morning workout. Maybe I just need to warm up a bit more to get the body in the kind of mode and the mentality into the kind of mindset that is required for a good and big, intense leg day. Which makes sense, I guess, if it's like I'm not used to in such an early morning workout. So, note for next time, if I'm working out really early in the morning, then I need to spend a bit more time hyping myself up in a non-cringy way, hopefully, but like getting myself into the right mindset, warming up the joints and everything, making sure the body is ready for like a big session. I like doing these at the start of my quad workout as part of the leg day because I like pre-exhausting the quads. Any squatting movement, whether it's a barbell squat, Smith machine squat, hack squat, pendulum squats, any squat machine, etc., it's so taxing on my whole body, it's so fatiguing, and it's so taxing on my central nervous system, such that inevitably, even though it's not my main focus, compared to an exercise like leg extension, generally there'll be relatively more focus on getting the weight back up. And what I mean by that is moving the weight from A point B. And nothing wrong with that, but I want to also feel the muscle and not compromise my form or anything when I'm actually training the quads. Pre-exhausting the quads on the leg extension allows me to do that on my squatting movements. Another reason is because if I do this first and pre-exhaust my quads, I don't have to go as heavy. Or more accurately, I can't go as heavy on the squatting movements. So that just saves my back a bit, saves my knees a bit, and just saves my joints a bit in general. Also, because this is the first quad movement of the day, I need to warm up the knees. So how I tend to warm up the knees on top of, doing my warm-up sets on the leg extension is to do some body weight squats where I bounce a little bit at the bottom of it when my hamstrings touches my calves, just to get comfortable with that degree of knee flexion. The other thing is I do this kind of knee hold, where on the leg extension, I hold a 45-degree angle on the leg extension for anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute. I think it strengthens the patella, something like that. Anyways, I know that it strengthens the knees. So onto our squat movement for the leg workout. Today we have hack squats. This is the movement within my leg workout that I'm most nervous for. I think this is such a dominant, or let's say alpha exercise. I consider it as the primary indicator of progressive overload on the quads or just legs in general. So if I progressively overload on this and I go up in reps or weight, this is the one where I take away the most. So what I mean by that is if I get 2 more reps on this as opposed to 2 more reps on leg extension, don't get me wrong, both of them are progressively overloading and both of them are kind of signs that I am growing my quads, but I just get a bit more satisfaction from hitting a PR on this one. It's just something about squats being such an alpha exercise that if I do hit a PR, it just brings me joy. I think that was actually a PB, so on reps wise, kind of made my day now, because I was feeling a little bit down because I missed reps on my adductors, but now that I hit a PB by 2 reps actually on hack squats, as I said, this is the most alpha exercise and I derive the most satisfaction from it if I hit a PB, so yeah, today's gonna be a good day. Leg press, I'm only doing 1 set, but it is a cluster set. I pick a weight that I can do roughly 12 reps. What I do is I do 5 reps, rest for 30 seconds, another 5 reps, another rest for 30 seconds, rinse and repeat until I've done 5 sets of 5 reps with 30 seconds rest in between each. The reason behind it is at this point of the workout, fatigue is quite high and CNS has been hammered. A cluster set is a nice way of getting some volume in, still going to failure, but only having the fatigue level of 1 proper set to failure, or maybe a bit more because it's a cluster set, but you get what I mean. But the most important thing is I have to pick a good song for this one. So we got some split squats, drop set, contralateral split squat, hold the weight in the opposite hand of the working leg, and then drop to body weight split squats. Get some stability and core work, intercostal work, and also some glute work in as well. And by this point, the quads are pretty toasted.
District line, the train now approaching is to Richmond.
Through the night and morning, when the rain is pouring, you're the one I'm calling. You're my escape from my darkest days, and when the sun is shining.
We are at the 8 in Chinatown. It's like a Hong Kong classic Hong Kong restaurant, but a bit more modernized in terms of the decor, but it's really nice in here. It's kind of Eve's celebratory meal, so she picked the dishes, which I have no qualms with any of them. To be fair, I like everything on the menu because I grew up on it anyway.